everyone, it's Erica Mbanda here. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you landed on this video, and I do hope that you're here to stay. We on this page just talk about so many things: marriage, motherhood, lifestyle, self-love, and today I'm going to talk about why connections matter. And connections is for everyone. We all need connection. We all yearn for connection. I really believe that. So I really hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, I'm gonna say it in advance. Please like it, please share it, and please subscribe. It will mean so much to me. So yes, back to connections. So I think connections are just so important. Really, it's what provides us with happiness, with security, and you know, research has actually proven connections, meaningful connections, to be just as important as your physical well-being. It improves your emotional well-being. It's also helpful in preventing, episodes of depression and anxiety. And so meaningful connections are so important. So I think it's something that we should be talking a lot more about. It says that deep connections with another person can boost your mood. Okay. It can lower your blood pressure. So that's like on the physical side. And it can even decrease mortality rates. So, I mean, if you guys are not seeing how important connection is, then I don't know what else I need to tell you, but it's quite important. And so I think for me, I wanted to kind of just tell you some steps or things that I've learned. This year is really, I talked about how this is a year of execution, but in the previous years, I've really focused on how to foster meaningful connections in my relationships. And last year, I had a lot of shifts and changes in a lot of my friendships, and some for the better and some not so great endings. But I think in the end, it's also all for the best. And so I really wanted to just talk about some tips around how you can foster deeper connections in your relationships and things that I've learned. So the first one, I think, is be yourself. It's so how can you really connect with someone on a deep level if you're not showing your true self? Because really you're just showing this fake image. And so you actually are not fostering that connection. And the connection is really feeling like someone else knows you, they see you, they hear you. And that's what kind of breeds that connection. So I think that's important in my marriage with Junior. It's very important in my relationship with my kids, that they feel connected to me, that they see me. It's important in my relationships with my friends and with my family. And so I think learning to just be yourself authentically is so important. Number two, I think staying focused on the present, right? And it's so many times, especially now in this day and age, you can be with people, but you're not really there. You're maybe stressed about work. You're maybe on your phone, social media nowadays, right? I'm on my phone a lot, but it's really trying to be present in the moment with that person, showing them that you're really there, that you're listening, that you care about what's happening is so crucial. I see that in my relationships with my friends, again, with my husband, and especially with my kids. There's times that I can be with my kids, and now Sayla's at the age where literally I can be on my phone and she's like, "Mommy, put your phone down and listen to me." And it's like that, wow. It really hurts and it hits deep, because you just remember how I really need to be present with my daughter right now, and she's seeing this, and I'm actually modeling this for her. So that's really important. Number three, moving past the surface level. That's very interesting. Just the other day, I was having a conversation actually with some friends about how, you're like, "Hi, how are you?" And the automatic response is, "I'm good." Or, "Hey, oh yeah, it's good to see you." But sometimes we say these words, and do we really know what it is that we're saying? Do we really know, do we really believe "Hey, good to see you"? Or do we really want to know, "How are you doing?" And so really moving past the surface level, I know that it can seem so scary, but how do you have deeper conversations? How do you truly get to know this person on a deeper level besides, "How's the weather? How was your day? How's school? How are the kids? Oh yeah, okay, great," right? And it stops there. But I also think that we have to be mindful of people's boundaries. And this is something that I'm learning in counseling right now. I can be so gung-ho and like, I want to just go deep. I want to have great conversations with people. But one, sometimes doing that too fast can not be so great because maybe people misinterpret your motives. Maybe things go really fast and then you realize, wow, this is not really a relationship that I should be in. And so how do you rewind? And so there's lots of things to consider and to be mindful of. But then also, most importantly, you don't want to take someone somewhere that they're not ready to go. So we all have boundaries. So if you're trying to go deep with someone and they're not quite there yet, it's really important to be respectful of that, because also pushing and going deep with someone could also push them away. So I think definitely go past the surface level, but then also be aware of people's boundaries and also your own boundaries. Number 4, I think being a good listener is so important. If you can be with your friends and really listen and hear what's going on with them. Imagine if you get a phone call from someone who's like, hey, last week you told me about this paper that you had to write on Monday. And I just wanted to know, how did that go? Did you get it done? I think that when you do those subtle things that might not feel like it's a lot, it actually means the world to the other person, because they feel like, wow, this person really listens to me. They're wanting to check up on me and see how I'm doing. And so I think wow, there's a fly, sorry. But I think being a good listener is just so important, and can help you be a better friend and then foster that connection, because now they feel like, okay, this person sees me, they hear me. Let's see here. Number 5, being intentional with time. So I have really struggled with just how full my plate is with being an entrepreneur, being a mother, being a wife, being a friend, having my passion projects, like all of these things that I want to do. And like, there's only 24 hours in a day, right? And so sometimes you don't have time to see people all the time. And so for me, it's been more focusing on quality time more than the quantity, right? So there's some people that I haven't seen in years, actually, or maybe haven't talked to in months. But when we actually get together and we start having these conversations, we're really intentional with our time and make sure that we, catch up on that deeper level. And it also just reminds you that, okay, this is my person. Like, even though I don't see them all the time, we are still going to be intentional with the time that we do have to make it beautiful. And so I think it's really key to be intentional with time. It doesn't mean you have to have more time every time, but I think the time that you do have and that you do spend with people, being intentional about it is really key. And number 6, the last one, is asking good questions. And sometimes that can be hard, especially if you're still learning how to communicate and how to go onto that deeper level. So how do you ask questions that make someone else really think about, I wonder what this means, or how does this show up in my life? Because that does foster connections. So that brings me to I don't know, can you guys see that? Can you see it? Yeah? You can see it? Okay, can you see it? So this is Deeper Conversations. It's a card game for the brave. So this is a card deck that was done by Imagine We, and I am just so excited about it. It was approved by a clinical psychologist, so Dr. Cindy Cassidy. It's in English and Kinyarwanda, so it is localized for Rwanda, which I think is so amazing. And this is just such a great way. Like, if you don't even know how to go deep, like if you have relationships that you really want to go deeper with, whether it's in your marriage, whether it's with friendships, I think these are cards that you can use with anyone, and it's just quite amazing. I kind of just want to read out a few of them. So, this is a good one. When was the last time you felt deeply loved and prioritized by me? I'm not going to read it in Kinyarwanda because I don't think y'all are ready for that. But let's see, what else? What's something you wish I understood more about you? What insecurity do you wish to work on? What would you like me to improve about the way we communicate? So guys, these questions are deep But the beauty about them is you can go as deep as you want. Like sometimes you can maybe answer it on this surface level and then you take it a little deeper and a little deeper. But I think this is a great way to kind of foster those deeper conversations so that you can have meaningful connections with people in your lives. So yeah, I'm super, super excited about this. I just got my card deck and I cannot wait to use it. I really hope that you guys will also get one of your own so that you could start having meaningful conversations with the people that you love so that you can have deeper connections. I hope that this show was meaningful to you. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you take away something from this. And if so, please do like it, please do share, and make sure you subscribe. And I really hope to see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.